In my last video, we talked about the top 10 worst courses to study in New Zealand. However, today we are going to talk about the top 10 best courses to study in New Zealand so that you guys can get your PR easily. And also a note for students who are struggling in the UK. If you want to study abroad other than UK, you can still choose New Zealand because New Zealand, it's a great chance that you guys can get a PR. If you want to know how, make sure you watch the video till the end, as I have invited Victor from Victor Immigration, who's going to explain in detail about those 10 courses that you should be choosing. But before that, a quick introduction about myself. My name is Sarica and welcome to Your Knowledge Buddy. If you guys want to study abroad in any of this listed country, you guys already know that my team can help you, right? So what do you have to do? You have to fill the form which is provided in the video description and my team will reach out to you soon. So without any further delay, let's get started with today's video by introducing you guys to Victor. Hi Victor, welcome again to Your Knowledge Buddy. And if you don't mind, can you please introduce yourself to my audience, please?
Your audience, this is Victor from New Zealand, and I bring more than a decade of experience in student counseling and education consultation and migration support. Pleasure to be here to share my knowledge with Your Knowledge Buddy.
Thank you. So, Victor, in the last video, we talked about the top 10 not so good courses for students who want to settle in New Zealand. So, based on the comments that I've received, I want to talk about the top 10 best courses according to you that students should be taking so that they can settle down easily in New Zealand. So, do you think you can talk about that?
Definitely, Sarica. It's always a pleasure to share my knowledge, and definitely I have shortlisted 10 best programs, and today we'll talk about the master's level courses.
So let's begin then, Victor.
Thank you very much, Sarica. So first of all, I'll talk about very common program. If you're confused about the program which you should choose, or you may have a varied bachelor degree, which is quite rare, then a program which is pretty good in New Zealand is Master of Philosophy. And that's the good news is that that's just a 1-year program. It's a master's, 120 credits, and that will give you 3 years of post-study work visa and a pathway towards the residency. If you want to, or if you intend to settle down in New Zealand, you can find employment and apply for the residency after gaining 1 year of experience. The second program, which is very popular for the commerce background students. So this is again a very, very good program if you are passionate about accounting. So the course is Master of Professional Accounting. That's a 1.5 year qualification, again, leads to the work permit and the residency pathway. The third program, which I would like to mention here is Masters of Teaching and Learning. That's a great program of 1.5 years, and that gives you a pathway towards a teacher registration in New Zealand. So that's a great program if you want to, if you have a teaching background, or if you want to explore options in teaching. The next program, which is for IT graduates and people those who have passion about IT. So that's a Master of Cybersecurity and Digital Forensics. It's a 1.5 years program, and that's a great course if you have a passion about something futuristic in the age of artificial intelligence. In my opinion, this program will have some really good career outcomes. The next program, which is for the students from the construction related fields or architecture related fields or civil engineering related fields, the program is Masters of Construction Management. And Sarica, that's one of the best programs which you are marketing. That's a 1-year course, just a 1-year program, Master of Construction Management, and that leads to, again, post-study work visas and residency pathways. And now the next program is for the students, those who are from the engineering backgrounds. If you have done Bachelor of Engineering, then the program is Master of Engineering Project Management, and that's again a 1 year of masters. A lot of audience have emailed us and they were asking us which are the programs which we can do in 1 year and complete our masters. So here, guys, this is information relevant to you. Great information. So Master of Engineering Project Management program of 1 year, and the next program is Master of IT Project Management, which is also a great program for just 1 year, and that leads to post-study work visa and pathway to residency. Now I'm going to talk about for the students, those who are from the health background, if they have done biology, if they have studied biology and they have done Bachelor of Science, then the course is Master of Health Practice, which is 1.5 year program in New Zealand. That's also a very, very good program with really good career outcomes and a very good entry level positions you can get, or you can grow in the health sector of New Zealand, which is always looking for internationally trained medical staff. The next program is for the hospitality related for the audience, those who have done hospitality or they have experience in hospitality, so the course is Master of International Hospitality Management. Again, that's a 1.5 year of duration of the program with great career outcomes, being a international tourism and hospitality related country, and it's a popular country for the tourists. So this is a great program. And the last program I'm going to talk about is for the laws. People those who have done BA LLB and they want to do Master of Law, that's again a 1 year program with great outcomes, and that will enable you with the knowledge about the New Zealand legal system. You might want to explore options of registering yourself with the Bar Council like District Law Society and explore your legal career in New Zealand. So here we go, Sarica. These are the 10 top programs at master's level for your audience.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Victor. I do have a couple of questions. Can I ask based on what you said?
Yes, please.
So first of all, when people take the course like Master of Philosophy, what kind of jobs they can target after their masters?
There are plenty of job opportunities available, like in the corporate sector, in the training side, in the training, understanding about the people, giving career counseling, team building, those sort of things can be in the philosophy. And that's a program why I said this program is good, because this program is for people, those who have done their bachelor's degree in some specific field. Like you can see that I covered these 10 programs and I try to cover different career options like commerce, arts, law, and engineering, IT, all those sort of things. So Master of Philosophy is only for those students, those who are from maybe arts background and they want to make their career maybe in the politics, they want to make their career into international relations and work for NGOs. Those sort of profile will be covered by Master of Philosophy if someone cannot fit in anywhere else.
That's good, actually. You know what? Because I still want to ask you another question, because I got different type of students, someone who's interested in very technical courses, someone in engineering, someone in arts. So as a bonus kind of tip, can you also suggest more courses, few more courses from my audience, please?
There are two courses which I would like to mention here, Sarica, and these are the Master of Science, which is leading to research. That's a really good program for anybody coming from the science background. It's a 2-year program in New Zealand, and the advantage of this course is the student is allowed to work full-time during the studies, and spouse is also allowed to work full-time during the studies. So that's a great thing. So this is for the science background related students. So that's Master of Science. The next program and the bonus program which I'm going to talk about is Master of Contemporary International Studies. So this program is jack of all trades, basically, I would say, because this program can fit for the people from arts background, science background, or commerce background. No problem at all. You can do this course, Master of Contemporary International Studies. Again, that's a 2-year Master of Research program. So if you have been thinking about doing some research or leading towards the PhD, or if you are just looking for a program, because see, Sarika, I've seen from my personal experience, I've seen many times a lot of migrants or a lot of couple, when they have lived abroad for so many years, they want to come to a country like New Zealand or any other country where they can work. They don't want to leave their work profile. They don't want to take a break from their career. So this can be a really good program which allows them to work on their thesis and their research, and simultaneously it allows them to work full-time. So both of them can work full-time plus do these studies and still achieve post-study work visa and the residency outcomes.
I don't think in the UK we have any courses where you do your master's in research and you can work full-time. From my knowledge, I don't think so, because while you're studying, UK government allows you to do only few hours, like 20 hours per week or something, but not full-time from my knowledge. So this is amazing.
Again, Sarika, knowledge is power.
Yes, I know. And thank you for sharing your knowledge and power to my audience. And I hope students are making note of it. So Victor, I have a couple of more questions for you. So again, I'm comparing with UK. So what I've learned, again, for my audience, in the UK, if students take hospitality management kind of courses, that is not in huge demand and they struggle to get visa sponsorship. What I heard from you, if they want to take a hospitality kind of courses, New Zealand is much better country for them and they can get a PR as well. The second thing which I noted when you were talking about the finance related courses, yeah. So in the UK, what happens if a student does a master's in finance, even though they struggle to get a job, the employers, they look for qualification, professional qualifications like ACA, ACCA, or be a CFA kind of thing. Is that the case in New Zealand as well?
Sarika, New Zealand is quite open because what we have here is you need to find a skilled employment relevant to your studies, basically. So if someone has studies finance and if they are working for a finance company where they have some decision-making powers, so it's not mandatory to have a registration with any professional body. So most of the programs, they meet the entry requirements and they give a pathway towards a registration. Just to give you an example, if a student comes here and studies graduate diploma in professional accountancy, or someone studies masters of professional accountancy, that gives them a pathway to become a chartered accountant in New Zealand. But it's not a mandatory requirement to get a post-study work visa. You have to have this membership, not really. Or if you want to apply for residency, it's not mandatory to have this sort of membership, because residency pathway, as we have covered in other videos as well, it's pretty clear and it's pretty openly available on www.immigration.govt.nz, that you can just search for simplified PR policy. So if a student comes here and studies a master's program or brings a master degree from offshore, from overseas, and getting a NZQA done, like international qualification assessment done, will award them 5 points. And with 1 year of New Zealand skilled experience, they can be eligible for the residency, as it is mentioned on the public domain very openly, and everyone can check on their computer and get the knowledge.
So, Victor, I got one more question before I let you go. I need your piece of advice. So, I see students struggling here in the UK, especially freshers who come to do their masters in the UK. What I have seen, and from what they have also told me, they find difficult to get a job. So employers don't give them a job, even though say they are doing an MBA or they are doing a master's course in any of the stream that you were talking about. So how is the New Zealand job market for students who are coming to do masters but without any experience?
Sarika, it's a very good question and very relevant question, because in our so many years of experience, we have heard the same question many times. And just to be honest with you, it all depends how motivated and how hardworking the student is. Generally, during the studies, they're allowed to work. So if they're doing a master program, they're allowed to work 20 hours per week. So it depends what sort of job opportunity they're taking up, what sort of level of English they have. And basically, if they're spending 1 to 1.5 to 2 years while studying in New Zealand, and if they're working part-time, in most of the cases, they are able to gain a position of management, basically entry level, or and I would say first line management positions. So basically how it works is, what's the policy in New Zealand to evaluate a skilled job or a managerial job? Immigration officer wants to see that if applicant is doing some duties which has some decision making powers. So in a nutshell, if an applicant is able to prove that in their job role, they have planning, organizing, leading, controlling, decision-making, budgeting, those sort of duties. If they are able to prove that, then definitely they are able to get the job opportunity as well as residency in the country.
So thanks for explaining that, Victor. Looks like New Zealand job market is much better for students as compared to the UK, right?
Definitely, yes, Sarika.
So once again, Victor, thank you very much. Thank you for coming and sharing your knowledge with my audience. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sarika. See you again.